Some more Lemurs baseball here tonight. Laredo Lemurs are in Kansas City, Kansas, taking on the Kansas City T-Bones here for Game 2 of this 3-game series. Lemurs won last night in it's hard to call it a slugfest. It was 13-9, but in a game that only had that had 24 singles hit in the game. There were 31 hits overall. 24 of them were singles. Only 2 home runs. Two home runs that left the ballpark, and those both came in the first inning. T-Bones actually had an inside-the-park home run, so 3 home runs overall. Usually you say slugfest, and you talk about a game that had 4, 5, 6 home runs, but 3 home runs total and only 2 left the yard in the first inning yesterday. And those were for the Lemurs. Dennis Phipps and Jesus Poso hit those. But Lemurs were victorious, 13-9, in a high-scoring game in which Laredo led the whole way. Kansas City battled back, and they got within 1 run a couple of times in the game, but couldn't ever tie it up after that top of the first. And the Lemurs rolled on to victory there in Game 1 as we continue to push for the playoffs. Every game pretty much a must-win from here on out. Lemurs really behind the 8 ball right now, and as they try to get into the playoffs. For the T-Bones, well, they still have a slim chance, and for them, every game is must-win. They have to win every game. Lemurs can probably lose a couple of games, but they're treating every game like it's Game 7 of the World Series here as they go on down the stretch, trying to win every single night because that gives them the best chance of getting into the playoffs. How do those playoffs look right now? Well, Lemurs right now currently are 48-38. They're 4 games out of first place in the South Division, trailing the Wichita Wingnuts, and that's okay. 4 games is all right because we have a 4-game series at the end of the season against Wichita. As long as we're within 3 games of them, because we can't win the season series, so we would lose a tiebreaker there. But as long as we're within 3 games of them, by that last series of the season, well, we have a chance to win the division. That would have to be a sweep, though, if it was just 3-game lead. Elsewhere in the South Division, you have Joplin Blasters 31-55 and the Texas Airhogs 31-56. They're 21 and 21.5 games out of first, respectively. They're well out of the playoffs, but we still do have matchups against both of those teams, as do the Wingnuts. So some games that those teams can play spoilers in this season. In the Central, the Kansas City T-Bones, they're 8 games out of first. They've lost back-to-back games, and they are in last place in the Central with a record of 39-48. They're 4-6 in their last 10 games, and they trail those Lincoln Salt Dogs by 8 games. The Salt Dogs leading the Central with a record of 47-40. Sioux City second place. They're a game out. They're 46-41. They've lost back-to-back games. Gary lost last night, but I believe they won today already. They're 45-43 on the year. Over in St. Paul, the Saints leading the North with a record of 56-33. They lost yesterday. Winnipeg has lost back-to-back games, which is good news for the Lemurs. They gained a game on them yesterday, as they are 51-37. They are 4.5 games out of first, but they still lead the wild card there. We'll talk about the wild card in a second. Fargo's won 6 straight games. 2 of those come against Winnipeg here as the Redhawks are taking on the Goldeyes. Redhawks 46-41 as they are still pushing. They have an outside chance at the playoffs, but they've got a lot of work still to do as they trail by 5.5 games in the wild card. And the Sioux Falls Canaries last place in the entire league with 31-57 record. They won last night, actually. So the wild card, where do we sit? Well, the Lemurs trailing the Goldeyes right now by 2 games. We gained a game yesterday with the Goldeyes losing, so 48-38 is the Lemurs record. The Goldeyes 51-37. They have played 88 games. We have played 86. And then you really have only one other team in contention. Well, you have whoever loses the Central, but right now whoever loses the Central and the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, well, they are both 5.5 games out of the wild card. So you're looking at the Redhawks and the Explorers right now, who are second place in the Central Division. So a long ways to go, 5.5 games with only 13 games left. So really slim chances. But Fargo has a chance just because they play a lot of games still against Winnipeg. But for the Lemurs, they have the best chance at getting the wild card out of anyone else other than Winnipeg, just because they have still 14 games left, whereas Winnipeg has 12, and the Lemurs also only trail by 2 games right now in the wild card. So that's a look at your standings around the American Association and the playoff race a little bit. We'll come back and we'll have the scoreboard from around the league from last night, as well as the day games that took place here earlier this afternoon in the American Association, as we continue along with the Lemurs pregame show here on the Lemurs Broadcast Network.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
All right, welcome back. James Nasser here on the Lemurs pregame show. Take a look at that scoreboard from around the league last night. You had a doubleheader in Amarillo between the Texas Airhogs and the Joplin Blasters. As they split their doubleheader, Joplin winning one game 5-1 over the Airhogs, and the Airhogs winning the other game 6-4 over the Blasters. Two teams that really don't have anything going for the rest of the season, just playing for pride, and as well, when they play teams in the race, can play spoiler a little bit this year, but right now against each other, just pride on the line and trying not to finish last in the South Division. Wichita won last night 11-1 over the St. Paul Saints, so St. Paul couldn't help out the Lemurs at all there with helping them get another game on the Wingnuts, but it's okay. There's plenty more time to do that elsewhere or the rest of the way along this season. Lincoln won last night 2-1 over the Gary South Shore Railcats, as Fargo also won last night. They went and won 11-7 over the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Sioux Falls took down Sioux City. That game in Sioux Falls, 8-4 the score there. And of course, last night here in Kansas City, your Lemurs took down the T-Bones 13-9. Today, a couple of finals already. The Airhogs took down the Blasters there in Amarillo 9-6. Gary got revenge on Lincoln, and they won 6-5 over the Salt Dogs. Already, everyone else just getting ready for action. You have St. Paul Saints hosting the Wichita Wingnuts, the Winnipeg Goldeyes hosting the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks, and the Battle of the Sioux. Sioux City Explorers in Sioux Falls taking on the Canaries. Managers exchanging lineups. We'll take a look at those in a few moments here on the Lemurs Broadcast Network as we get ready for first pitch between the Lemurs and the T-Bones.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you. Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back, Lemurs fans. Take a look at those starting lineups tonight. First for the visiting team, your Laredo Lemurs. It's the same exact lineup as last night. If you were watching last night's ball game, Lemurs will be led off by third baseman Abel Nieves in that leadoff spot, followed by Dennis Phipps in right field. Ty Morrison's batting third. He's the DH tonight for Laredo. Jesus Poso is batting cleanup at first base. Catcher Zane Chavez bats fifth. At second base, J.D. Pulfer bats sixth. Batting seventh is Burt Reynolds in left field. Brennan Metzger's in center field batting eighth. And batting ninth, Alvaro Rondon at shortstop for the Lemurs this evening. On the mound for Laredo, well, it's Gabe Perez, the right-hander for the Lemurs, former member of the Diamondbacks and Angels organization. Again, that lineup, Nieves, Phipps, Morrison, Poso, Chavez, Pulfer, Reynolds, Metzger, and Rondon. For the Kansas City T-Bones, they'll be led off by Tyler Massey in center field. Dalton Wheat bats second. He's in right field. Second baseman Brett Wiley bats third. Jake Blackwood is in the cleanup spot. He's playing first base. Batting fifth, Anthony Gallus. He's the designated hitter. Tyson Gillies is in left field, batting sixth. At shortstop, batting seventh, is Vladimir Frias. Ryan Retz is batting eighth. He's at third base tonight. And Nolan Johnson at catcher, batting ninth. And on the mound for the T-Bones, it's former big leaguer Mike Kickham, the lefty. Again, for Kansas City, Massey, Wheat, Wiley, Blackwood, Gallus, Gillies, Frias, Retz, and Johnson with Kickham on the mound. Looks like we're just a few moments away from the national anthem here in Kansas City. Take a look at that pitching matchup for you here real quick. I mentioned Gabe Perez on the mound for the Lemurs. Perez this season, he comes into the ball game with a record of 1-0 and a 4.42 ERA as he gets ready to face the T-Bones for a second time this season. He faced off against him on August 13th. He threw 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, all earned on 3 hits, 4 walks, also had 4 strikeouts. His last start came against the Joplin Blasters. He threw 3 2/3, gave up just 1 run on 1 hit, but he did walk 3 and strike out 5. So Gabe Perez on the mound tonight for the Lemurs. He'll be facing off against Mike Kickham of the T-Bones. Kickham, a lefty, and he pitched really well against the Lemurs. The last time we were out here, it was on a Sunday, the final game of that series. Kickham, the lefty, is 3-2 with a 2.82 ERA, best ERA on the team. He started 11 games for the T-Bones this season. Pitched in the big leagues with the San Francisco Giants in 2013 as well as in 2014. Kickham threw 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, 1 earned on 5 hits his last time out. That was against Texas on August 19th. And I believe that was in a rain-out game, so that's why he only threw the 4 innings. He pitched against the Lemurs, though, on August 14th. He threw 9 innings, a game that went 10 innings, so he didn't get the complete game. But he did throw 9 innings, give up just 1 run on 4 hits. He also walked 1 and struck out 2 against the Lemurs. So that's your matchup here. Kickham versus Perez, as these two will square off against each other for the first time facing each other on the mound. As last time we faced Kickham, we had Zach Dodson on the mound. I believe he will be starting tomorrow for the Lemurs. So Kickham tonight against Perez. We'll be back in a few moments, hopefully with your national anthem here at Community America Ballpark, the home of the Kansas City T-Bones.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs! Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeye's new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, Everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift.
All right, time for the national anthem here at Community America Ballpark between the Lemurs and the T-Bones, Game 2 of the series.
As we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by Greg Pace.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
All right, national anthem in the books. James Nasser here as we get ready for some more Lemurs baseball. Mike Kickham, the left-hander for the T-Bones, a former big leaguer, warming up on the mound, and hopefully we'll have different results against Kickham than we did the last time, as the Lemurs scored just one run over 9 innings against Kickham. They did go extra innings that ball game, but ended up losing that game by a score of 2-1. So Kickham on the mound for the T-Bones. That was the game the Lemurs lost on a walk-off hit by pitch. Lemurs have won a game via that as well. That was opening day against Fargo. But Kickham warming up. First 3 batters he'll have to face off against for the Lemurs will be Abel Nieves, Dennis Phipps, and Ty Morrison. Around the infield for Kickham, well, he'll be tossing tonight to Nolan Johnson once more, as he was last night. At third base, you have Ryan Retz. At short is Vladimir Frias. Brett Wiley's at second, and Jake Blackwood is at first. The outfield left to right, Tyson Gillies in left, Tyler Massey in center, and Dalton Wheat in right field tonight for Kansas City. So Kickham warming up. He's 3-2 this season in 11 starts with a 2.83 earned run average. He's thrown 70 innings in those 11 appearances. He's walked 19 and struck out 55 as he maintains a pretty solid strikeout to walk ratio this season for the T-Bones. Looks like he's about ready to go, so Abel Nieves will step up to the dish for the Lemurs. Nieves having himself a pretty good season for the Lemurs, especially since coming off of the inactive list. Nieves has hit safely in 7 straight games and reached base safely in 10 straight games. So he'll try to extend those streaks here tonight. Batting in the leadoff spot, the lefty Kickham with the first pitch of the ball game is inside for ball 1 at 7:08. Nice 83 degrees at first pitch. Kickham with the 1-0 pitch, taken low, 2-0. Nieves this season hitting .291. He has 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. As Kickham with the 2-0 pitch. Nieves taking down and in, 3 balls, no strikes. One thing that Nieves was doing a lot of before going inactive was walking. He hasn't done a lot of that since being reactivated. 3-0, inside there's ball 4, and he draws a walk here on 4 straight pitches from Kickham to open the ball game. So Nieves will add to that on-base streak. Its streak will still stay at 7 for now. And Dennis Phipps to the plate. Phipps hit a home run, a solo home run in the first inning yesterday to open up the scoring in that 13-9 ball game. He hit a hanging curveball out down the left field line over the wall. Just barely fair. Kickham throwing from the stretch now. Nieves getting a lead, and the first pitch is swung on and lined to right field. Nieves will trot into second base as he's just moving up 1 bag on the single by Dennis Phipps. So first 2 runners aboard for the Lemurs here against Kickham. And that'll bring Ty Morrison to the plate. Phipps will see his batting average go up. It's a .285 average coming into today. He has 19 homers and a total of 53 runs batted in. Morrison, though, this season batting .283, 4 home runs, 36 runs driven in. Lefty against lefty, Morrison squares around, pulls the bat back, gets a little bit down and outside, and the count 1-0. Morrison last night had a couple of hits. He had a double as well as a single. He had a stolen bag, scored twice. He also walked once and was hit by a pitch, reaching base 4 times out of his 5 plate appearances, was overall 2 for 3. And the pitch, Morrison squares around, bunts at it, but he doesn't make contact, and the count 1-1. Trying to push those runners both into scoring position, get Nieves to third and Phipps to second. Lemurs going with the camouflage jerseys tonight. Gray pants. Brown on brown, the light brown, a little bit darker brown camo. Says Lemurs across the chest. Kickham with the 1-1 pitch on its way to Morrison. Morrison again squaring to bunt, makes contact, but it goes foul. And the count 1-2. T-Bones going with their black jerseys tonight. White pants, says T-Bones in their oxblood color across the chest, what they call oxblood. It is a reddish, it's a maroon color. 1-2 the count here to Morrison. Infield playing straight up, well, more double play depth, I guess. Although the second baseman, Wiley, giving him a couple of steps towards that right side, so playing off the bag at second a little bit. Infielders playing him at the lines. He squares around a bunt and bunts one with a 1-2 count, and he goes foul. That'll be strike 3, as if you bunt with 2 strikes and you foul it off, you strike out. So Morrison, 1 out in the inning, retired, and Jesus Poso to the plate. I've seen that a few times where a batter will try to bunt with 2 strikes. That, the first time this season we've seen it. I saw it last year. I think someone with St. Paul did it every single time he was at bat. He would bunt, even if there were 2 strikes. He bunted with 2 strikes multiple times in a game. So Poso at the plate, 9 homers, 46 runs batted in to go with his .287 average right now. Second best average on the team. And now time called. Kickham's going to go talk it over with Johnson, the catcher. Poso having himself a pretty good season for the Lemurs. He's one of the top hitters on the team. I mentioned second on the team in batting average between Nieves and Phipps. He's up there in RBIs, 3rd on the team in runs, actually 4th on the team in runs batted in. Although one of the people he's behind is Burt Reynolds, who had 44 RBIs with Texas this season. Pitch to Poso, taken for a strike. 0-1. He's also 3rd on the team behind Reynolds and Phipps in home runs. 0-1 the count to Poso. And the pitch from Kickham taken a little bit high. 1-1. Nothing ball game, top of the first. You have Nieves, who walked, is on second, and Phipps singled after him. He's at first. Wind blowing softly in from right center. Last night was blowing out to left. The 1-1 Poso, swing and a miss, pitch in the dirt. And the count 1-2. Earlier, there was some rain scheduled to be in the forecast tonight. Take a look, see if we still have some, but hopefully we can get through a fair amount of innings tonight. Although they seemed earlier, the people up here in the press box for the T-Bones seemed to think we would have some rain. And Poso will swing and miss at the 1-2 pitch, and there's strike 3, out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts of Morrison and Poso have 2 outs with runners on first and second, and Zane Chavez to the plate. When I checked the weather earlier today, it said it was going to rain a lot tonight. It rained already this morning, and it looks like there is rain in the area. Yeah, still high chances of rain. Pitch to Chavez, taken for a strike outside corner at the knees. 0-1. Chavez hitting 266, 5 home runs, 33 runs batted in. And yeah, right around 10 o'clock, it's supposed to be heavy thunderstorms for pretty much the rest of the night. Pitch taken low, and the count 1-1 to Chavez. Right now we're looking at 40% chance over the next few hours until 10 o'clock. They're saying 9:30. I was hearing it could move in earlier. Scattered thunderstorms, so still 40%, a decent amount. Chavez swings, hits one high in the air, shallow right center. Coming in is the center fielder, Massey. He'll make the catch easily enough, routine for him. And that'll end the inning. Lemurs get their first 2 base runners aboard, but can't do anything with it. And we go to the bottom of the first. Laredo and Kansas City still scoreless after the top half of the first.
Texas health steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce.
creamy steak sauce. My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words. The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Gabe Perez warming up on the mound for the Lemurs, the right-hander, making his 5th start of the year for Laredo. Perez last started against the Joplin Blasters through 3 2/3 on August 19th. Gave up 1 run on 1 hit, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Struggled with his command a little bit. He's warming up here a second time against the T-Bones. He threw 4 innings back on August 13th against Kansas City. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, 4 walks in that game, and 4 strikeouts. But Perez overall this season, 1-0, 4.42 ERA in his 5 appearances, 4 starts. 18 1/3 innings pitched. He has walked 8, but he has 20 strikeouts in those 18 1/3. Leading off the inning for the T-Bones is Tyler Massey. He'll be followed by Dalton Wheat and Brett Wiley. Defensively for the Lemurs, you have Zane Chavez catching, Abel Nieves at third, Alvaro Rondon at short, J.D. Pulfer at second, Jesus Poso at first. The outfield, we'll get to that in a second here after this pitch. Tyler Massey, first pitch to him outside, ball 1 from Perez. The outfield left to right, Burt Reynolds in left, Brennan Metzger in center, and Dennis Phipps in right. Massey, the lefty, against the righty Perez. And the 1-0 pitch, Massey's going to swing and foul it away left side towards the third base dugout and over it out of play. 1-1. Massey hitting .279, 6 home runs, and 28 runs batted in. Massey was 0 for his first 4 last night. But he ended up singling in the 9th to lead off the inning and ended up scoring. Pitch taken outside. And they count 2-1 to Massey. When Perez is on, he's really good. He threw 6 innings against the Texas Airhogs. 6 shutout, 1-hit innings. Did not give up any walks. Pitch called a strike. And they count 2-2. And he struck out 10 batters in that game. That was on August 8th. But since then, he hasn't gotten past the 4th inning, and he's walked a number of batters. 2-2 pitch, taken just barely inside. It looked pretty good, real close. Chavez held on to it for an extra second as well. He thought he had him there. Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Massey. That was a really nice 2-2 pitch. We did have some rain earlier. Rained last night, early morning, swinging a foul away. Count still 3-2. As Massey leads off the bottom of the 1st in this scoreless game between the Lemurs and T-Bones. Massey waving a 2-tone colored bat, has that kind of a maroon barrel, black handle, matches the T-Bones jersey. There's called strike 3. Massey trying to buy himself a walk, flicked that 2-colored bat towards the dugout, and he's now having a word with the home plate umpire, Kyle Kilgore. Didn't like the call. But what batter does like the call when he gets called out on strikes? Looking. Seen a few times where the Lemurs hitters know that they struck out and they just head back to the dugout. They have no words. They know they just watched a strike go by, but that's about all you get. Most of the time there's some kind of dispute. First pitch, Dalton Wheat, called strike, 0-1. Wheat, a .325 hitter, no homers, 22 runs batted in. Rookie from Emporia State University. Swings and lines one over the head of Rondon into left field. It'll be picked up on a bounce by Reynolds, and Wheat has himself a single. Boy, Wheat has been really good against the Lemurs this season. In fact, last night Wheat had himself a pair of singles, was 2 for 5 in the game. We're going to bring Brett Wiley to the plate. Wiley hitting .327, 5 home runs, 42 runs batted in this season for the T-Bones. But Wheat against the Lemurs this season is hitting just .250. I thought it would have been better. But they did get the better of him when we were in Laredo, that's for sure. They did have a couple of extra base hits. And Wiley bunts one, but it's foul towards the third base dugout. 0-1. And 10 games, Wheat has 6 hits against the Lemurs, but he has 3 RBIs, and he has a double and a triple. Although Wiley batting .372 against the Lemurs with 4 runs batted in, he has 4 doubles in his 16 hits in 11 games against Laredo this season. The pitch taken outside, and the count now a ball and a strike to Brett Wiley, the second baseman for the T-Bones. Wiley, one of the top hitters in the league. 7th in the league in batting average. Wheat is off and moving with the pitch. It's high. The throw to second is in time, and they gun down Wheat. He's caught stealing. And there's out number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the count to Wiley. Great throw by Chavez. A little bit off the bag, but it was strong enough that even with it being a step away from second base towards that first base, towards the base path there, Rondon was still able to get him out with the tag. Two outs in the inning and no one on here in the bottom of the 1st. 2-1 the count to Wiley, and the pitch from Perez taken well outside. 3-1. Wheat does have a lot of speed, as he's now been caught stealing for the 3rd time this season. He has 6 stolen bags overall in the year. There's a swing and a miss at the 3-1, and the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Perez blowing it past Wheat as he spun around there after that pitch. 0-0 ball game, Lemurs and T-Bones. 2 outs, no one on. Full count to Brett Wiley, the 3-hole hitter for Kansas City. Perez with the payoff pitch. Swing and a check swing. They'll appeal down the third baseline. Said he went. There's the second strikeout of the inning for Perez. And we go to the top of the second. Lemurs and T-Bones still scoreless.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reduction store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now.
J.D. Pulfer leading off the inning for the Lemurs. He'll take high ball 1. Pulfer batting .251 this season, 7 home runs, 50 runs batted in. Digs in the box, righty against the lefty Kickham. Scoreless game here. Kickham with the 1-0 to Pulfer. He swings and hits one down the right field line, but foul as it slices out of play. And the count now 1-1. There are some fans sitting down. There's some picnic tables down at the field level along that right field line as the 1-1 pitch to Pulfer is taken down and in, 2-1. But as soon as they saw a ball coming their direction, they put their heads down. The reason they say heads up, not heads down, so you can see where the ball is and move out of the way or try to catch it, defend yourself. But if you put your head down, you can't see the ball. And that ball almost hit off the wall behind them and then hit them in the back of the head. Pitch taken high. And the count 3-1. Three balls and a strike. The pitch from Kickham. Swing, ground ball down towards the middle, and Frias bobbles it on the move. And it's laying resting on the green grass behind the pitcher's mound. Ball hit towards the middle. Frias just couldn't handle it. Frias takes about 200 ground balls before the game every day. Maybe he should have taken an extra 1 or 2 today. Bobbled that ball, and it'll be ruled an error. Time called here as Burt Reynolds digs into the box. Reynolds overall this season between Laredo and Texas hitting .252, 23 homers, 49 runs batted in. Pulfer getting a lead at first, and the lefty Kickham deals, and it's fouled away to the left side hard, hit by Reynolds. 0-1. Reynolds yesterday had himself a pretty good game at the plate. He was a home run shy of the cycle as he doubled in his first at-bat, ended up scoring. He tripled and singled, 3 for 5 in the day, with 3 runs scored. Pitch in the dirt. Pulfer's moving. Reynolds not moving as it was inside as well, and Johnson had no throw down to second base. So, wild pitch allows Pulfer to get up to second base. Runner now in scoring position. The count 1-1 to Reynolds. Lemurs in each of the First 2 innings now have put a runner on second base with no outs. And the 1-1, Reynolds takes at the knees for a called strike. He doesn't like the call. He had checked his swing, but the strike was called. Maybe he thought it was inside. I can't tell inside as the catcher cuts off that inside corner of the plate from my view. But it looked like it was the right height. 1-2. Pitch swung on and fouled off down towards the line. It'll be picked up. Actually, no. A swing and a miss. I'm waiting for a call from an umpire here. I guess they say a swing and a miss. It hit off the catcher's legs. Reynolds was waiting for some kind of a signal, too. I guess he thought he got a piece of it. It hit off the shin guards of the catcher and rolled halfway down the first baseline. Pulford took advantage of the opportunity and went up to third base, but no umpire signaled anything. Reynolds still having a conversation with home plate umpire Kyle Kilgore. So it's a strike 3. Out number 1. But the Lemurs do have a runner at third base now, and Brennan Metzger to the plate. Metzger barreled up a couple of baseballs last night. Hitting 139 with the Lemurs. Bunts one to the pitcher, Kickham, and Kickham will leave it behind him as he was trying to get Pulfer. And now Metzger moves up to second base as no one was covering second, and Pulfer points it out to Metzger and says, hey, go to second. Kickham was worried about Pulfer trying to score. Pulfer wisely didn't try to score. Well, if he had, he would have scored because Kickham took his eyes off the ball at the last second, ball got between his legs. And then with the middle infielders, I guess, crashing in to grab the baseball that Kickham let past him, Metzger went to second, and then Kickham, aware that if he threw the ball to second, Pulfer would go home, held on to it. So now the Lemurs have runners on second and third with no outs, or 1 out, and Alvaro Rondon to the plate. First pitch to Rondon, swinging a ground ball left side, right to the third baseman, Retz. He'll tap the glove, go to first with it. He thought about going home, but decided against it. So Rondon grounds out 5-3, but he does get himself an RBI, and Metzger moves up to third. And the Lemurs on the board, 1-0 over the T-Bones. A little small ball here, the last this inning. And back to the top of the order with Abel Nieves. I'm still waiting to see. They haven't put an error or a hit on the board, so I guess they're going to go sack bunt. A 2-base sack bunt. That is an interesting call. Pitch inside, ball 1. Let's pull up the game live here and see what they've decided to rule it. The 1-0 pitch to Nieves taken high, 2-0. They might still be trying to figure it out there. They put a second error on the board. And the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch, swing, ground ball right back up the middle and through into center. Metzger's going to score. And it's an RBI single for Abel Nieves. He extends his hit streak to 8. And the Lemurs lead 2-0 over the T-Bones.
Right fielder number 55, Dennis Phipps.
Dennis Phipps to the plate. Runner on first base. 2-0, Lemurs in the lead. Kicking with the pitch, Phipps taking the fastball inside, ball 1. So Nieves has reached twice today, once on a walk, once on a single. Phipps is 1 for 1 today with a single. And the sky's getting pretty dark here at the ballpark. As dark clouds have moved in, it wasn't too dark before the game. In fact, during BP, it was bright and sunny. 2-0 the count. As the pitch missing low. I mentioned scattered thunderstorms. Expected to rain by around 9 to 10 o'clock in the late innings. There's a check swing. Phipps went through the zone for sure on that pitch, and it's 2-1. But there is chances it could rain before then as well. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Phipps. Kick him from the stretch. Nieves getting a lead at first. Coaching first base tonight at Luis Poyorena on the pitch. Phipps grounds one foul towards the first base dugout. The count 2-2. So the ruling Metzger's a fielder's choice, and then he reaches second on the air. Phipps will swing and miss in the 2-2 pitch. There's strike 3, 4th strikeout of the game for Kickham. But the Lemurs scored 2 here in the top of the second, and they lead 2-0 over the T-Bones as we go to the bottom of 2 in Kansas City.
This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Jake Blackwood leads off the inning for the T-Bones. Bottom of the second, Lemurs leading by a score of 2-0. Lemurs using a couple of errors last inning to guide their way to a couple of runs. Gabe Perez on the hill for the Lemurs. First pitch to Blackwood, taken inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Both those runs are unearned. As the Lemurs only got 1 hit last inning, but scored 2 runs. Pitch taken for a ball high, 1-1. You had Pulfer leading off the inning, reaching on an error. Reynolds struck out. Metzger bunted, reached on what was ruled a fielder's choice. Ball got past the pitcher. It was a swing and a miss, and he advanced to second on an error. Tyson Gillies to the plate. Apologize for the interruption there in the broadcast. Didn't miss too much. Gillies taking a ball. The count 1-0. Blackwood and Gallus both struck out to lead off the inning here in the bottom of the second as the computer just decided to shut down the broadcast streaming program. Last pitch swung on a miss by Gillies. Still 2-0. Lemurs leading bottom second over the T-Bones. The 1-1 pitch to Gillies. Over at third base, Nieves playing in on the grass in case Gillies tries to bunt. 2-1 the count as pitch missed outside. Gillies did try and lay down a few bunts yesterday. Was not very successful in doing so. 2-1 pitch. Gillies swinging and missing over top of the curveball. And the count 2-2. Perez has some filthy stuff. When he's accurate, he's nearly untouchable. Now with 2 strikes, Nieves moving almost to a shortstop position there on that left side of the infield as they're playing Gillies to pull. 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball right side, and it gets just barely through the shift past Poso and Pulfer, who were both diving on that right side. They couldn't come up with it. It'll be a 2-out single for Gillies, the second hit of the game for the T-Bones. T-Bones did a lot of damage yesterday with 2 outs. In fact, most of their runs came with 2 outs. We had 2 runs in the third, in which both runners reached with 2 outs. And you had same thing in the 7th, where they scored 3 runs with all their runners reaching with 2 outs in the 7th. So 5 of the 9 runs yesterday came with 2 outs and no one on. They ended up manufacturing some runs. Vladimir Frias at the plate. Frias hitting .247 with 7 homers, 37 runs batted in. He'll take up and away for ball 1. Frias, the shortstop, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Perez. They are playing Frias to pull the ball. Pulfer standing about halfway between first and second base. Out on that in the right field grass, just behind the lip. The 1-0 pitch, Frias taking just a little bit inside. 2-0, didn't miss by much. So 2 balls and no strikes. The shortstop Rondon just playing barely to the left of the bag at second. Perez from the stretch delivers, taken for a strike, inner half. The knees with a fastball, and the count 2-1. Perez, his fastball, usually sitting low 90s. Don't have a radar gun that's working here. But usually he's low 90s. Seen him 91, anywhere up to 94. But usually 91 to 92, sometimes 93. And he's got a changeup and a curveball as well. The pitch outside. And the count now 3-1 to Frias with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Lemurs leading 2-0 over the T-Bones. Waiting on deck, should Frias reach, is Ryan Retz. Perez nods, looks over at first, where Gillies is getting his lead. Gillies fake steals. There's a swing and a miss. Popping up to throw was Chavez, but Gillies not actually stealing second. He didn't have anywhere to throw it to. The count full to Frias. Gillies will be moving on this pitch with the count now full with 2 outs. And him at first base, and these clouds, even darker clouds, now rolling in, coming from right to left as the wind has shifted direction a little bit, blowing softly towards the left field line, the left field foul pole. Throw over to first. Gillies back standing. Yeah, some very, very dark clouds. Doesn't seem to have scared off this Wednesday night crowd too much here in Kansas City. Perez from the stretch. And delivers the payoff pitch. Gillies realizing late that it was a 3-2 pitch. However, it doesn't matter. It's a swing and a miss by Frias, and that'll end the inning. 3 strikeouts and a single for the T-Bones at the plate there in the second. And we go to the top of the third. Lemurs leading 2-0 over the T-Bones.
Chavarrias Plumbing, the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs! Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeye's new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs, now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic.
Ty Morrison leads off the inning for the Lemurs here in the top of the third. First pitch from Mike Kickham. Down and away, ball 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Kickham right now with 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. His opponent, Lemur starter Gabe Perez, with 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. For the 1-0 pitch, low ball 2 to Morrison. So both pitchers notching their fair share of strikeouts for the first couple of innings. Perez definitely a strikeout pitcher. Pitch taken on the outside corner. Count now 2-1 to Morrison. So far, each team with 2 hits in the game. The difference, as the 2-1 is low, 3-1. The main difference is that the T-Bones have made 2 errors, and those 2 errors allowed the Lemurs to score both their runs, as it's 2-0. Kickham with a 3-1 pitch. Morrison taking outside ball 4, and Kickham has now walked his second batter of the ball game, as he walked Abel Nieves to start off the game in the top of the first. That'll bring Jesus Poso to the plate with a runner on first base. And the walk will prompt a visit from Bill Sobey, the pitching coach for the T-Bones, out to the mound. Boy, we've got some really dark clouds above us, but I haven't seen any lightning nor heard any thunder or seen any rain. Just some really, really dark clouds. I remember being here last year, we actually had tornado warnings and we didn't play due to storms and tornado sirens going off. But I haven't heard anything about that, just thunderstorms, your typical thunderstorms in the area. See if I can snap a picture of it, maybe tweet it out and get a little better view of it. Lemurs right now clinging to a 2-0 lead. Poso at the plate. Sure, he would like to add to it. Takes the ball outside. Poso hit a 2-run home run last night in the first inning after Ty Morrison's double, putting the Lemurs up 3-0 in the top of the first. Lemurs ended up needing just about every run they got last night, winning 13-9. There's a called strike. The count 1-1. Kickham with the pitch. Poso swings, lines one to the right side against the shift, and he'll reach with a single. Runners on first and second now for the Lemurs to start the inning. Second time they've done that. Walk and a single. That was what happened in the first inning with Nieves and Phipps, but Morrison and Poso ended up striking out, and the Lemurs didn't get anything going there. Zane Chavez to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to center. First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. Chavez squaring around a bunt, pulls the bat back, watches it go by low again. 2 balls, no strikes. So Chavez trying to push those runners into scoring position. We saw Morrison try to do that in the first inning. He ended up bunting with 2 strikes and bunted it foul. And the pitch bunted at, that one foul, goes right down at the plate, hits off the catcher. And the count 2-1. Chavez upset he didn't put that in play. Now he's getting signs from third base coach Mike Meyer, see if they'll try and continue to bunt. And I think I just saw a flash outside. I don't know if it was lightning or a camera flash off to the left as the clouds continue to darken. Yep, there was some lightning off to the right, so we'll see how long we play here. And the pitch swung on and fouled away. So not bunting there with a 2-1 count. There's Chavez. The count now evens up 2-2. Kick him with the 2-2 pitch. Chavez swings, hits one foul up in the air, left side, and he'll get out of play. Count stays 2-2. You have Morrison at second, Poso at first. Now we went into a lightning delay when we were in Laredo, playing the Joplin Blasters. There is lightning around. I'm seeing some other flashes in the sky. 2-2. Frias coming in behind Morrison, and the pitch, swing and a miss by Chavez, late on it. And there's strike 3. One out in the inning.
Second baseman number 10,
And J.D. Pulford to the plate. He's already 1 for 1 today. Sorry, he's actually 0 for 1 today. He reached on an error. But he still reached, and he scored. The first run of the ball game, putting the Lemurs on top. 1-0 initially, and now it has been extended since then to 2-0. Kick him with the pitch to Pulford. He's going to swing and foul it away right side up towards the sweet level. And the count 0-1. So we'll continue to be wary of the weather here, but so far it looks like field is staying dry. No one's pulled out any umbrellas or anything. I can't see any rain. 0-1 pitch. Pulford swings, fouls it away again right side around the same spot. The count 0-2. But there is definitely lightning. I'm a big fan of storms. I think they're cool. One of those things nature produces that's just so powerful and amazing. 0-2 pitch. Pulford tries to check a swing. Pitch in the dirt. They'll appeal down to first base. And A.J. Chalk, the first base umpire, says he went. There's another strikeout in the books for Mike Kickham. He's got a bunch of them tonight. He has 2 strikeouts in every inning so far, a total of 6. And Burt Reynolds to the plate. Reynolds, one of those strikeouts. Still in search of his first Lemurs home run. Hit 23 with the Air Hogs, talked to him before the game, and he said he's feeling pretty good at the plate. He got the double and the triple last night. He's in good spirits. First pitch, Reynolds with a big swing. You can't find it, and count 0-1. Morrison at second base, Poso at first. Getting their leads, no one holding them on here with 2 outs. And the 0-1, Reynolds with another swing and a miss, and the count 0-2. Early scoreboard look-in, just a little sneak peek. St. Paul put 2 up in the bottom of the first against the Wingnuts. So they're leading 2-0. Still early in that game, though. Pitch in the dirt, actually, after I refreshed it. Wichita came back and scored a run in the top of the second, so 2-1 there. Also, same score in Winnipeg in favor of the Lemurs, as the Red Hawks are leading 2-1 over the Goldeyes. 1-2 the count right now to Burt Reynolds. So things going the Lemurs' way so far. Of course, just 2-run game or 1-run games really early on. 1-2, foul away, back towards the wall behind home plate. The count's still 1-2. But no early blowouts, so that's, I guess, good, as long as they're not against what the Lemurs are wanting. Lemurs wanting Wichita and Fargo, or Winnipeg, to both lose. There's a swing and a ground ball, foul left side. And as Laredo chases the playoffs. Coming into tonight, the Lemurs just down by 2 games in the playoff hunt behind the Winnipeg Goldeyes, and Winnipeg has played 2 more games than the Lemurs. So Lemurs can gain ground on them without even playing. or without the Goldeyes even playing. There's a swing and a ground ball, softly hit down towards third. Coming in is Retz. He's going to throw to first, bang, bang play, and Reynolds will be safe. The ball goes all the way to the wall as in the dirt. Can't pick it out was Blackwood. Now trying to score is Poso. He will slide around, but they will tag him out at the play as he couldn't quite get there. Morrison did score. Lemurs now lead 3-0 over the T-Bones, and a dangerous little bouncing ball down the third baseline. Poso couldn't quite get there in time, but the Lemurs did get a run and don't come up empty-handed there in the there in the third. We lead 3-0 over the T-Bones as we go to the bottom of the third in Kansas City.
Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this,
that noise you hear, that's not static. That is rain. The heavens have opened up here in Kansas City, and we're going in a rain delay. You can see the tarp crew, or the grounds crew, getting the tarp on the field. So we will see how long this takes, but players are scrambling for the clubhouse. So we will play 2.5 innings before we go into a rain delay. So we'll keep you posted. The Lemurs lead right now 3-0 over the T-Bones before we go into delay. Of course, 2.5 innings, not enough to call it a game. We have to play at least 5 innings to get an official game in the books. So hopefully the rain clears out quickly enough and we can play a few more innings here and get enough baseball in to call it a final. But Lemurs lead right now 3-0, and we'll keep you posted. We'll see if I can tune into another game and maybe put it on for you, but maybe one of those Winnipeg or Wichita games as the Lemurs are chasing. But we'll give you some scoreboard updates at least throughout the night, and I'll keep you posted on the rain delay as this grounds crew, they got their tarp on real quick, so that is a good sign. So the infield didn't take up too much water, and they operated quickly. Inning ended right at the right time as the rain came down. So right there between innings, they came out and said, here it comes. Throw the tarp on. They got it on quick. So hopefully the outfield doesn't take on too much water, but the infield should be okay if the rain will pass us by. Still just now, 7:55 when we went into a rain delay. So 7:57 right now, so we'll give it a 2-minute buffer there. But Lemurs do lead 3-0. Here we'll be going into the bottom of the third whenever the delay ends. So we'll keep you updated as we go along, but right now it is coming down here in Kansas City.
it's on a radio in the backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce.
creamy steak sauce. My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite, it's hard to describe, it's hard to put into words. The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Hey, Lemurs fans, James Nasser back here. We're still in Kansas City, and it's still raining. It slowed up for a little bit. Thought they were going to take the tarp off, but there was some loud thunder and some big lightning behind us, and they decided to hold off on putting the tarp back on, and about 2 minutes later, the rain started coming again. So it is still raining here in Kansas City, and the tarp is still in the field, and, well, the forecast does not look hopeful, at least hopeful for those hoping to continue playing tonight. But no word yet officially, so we'll see what happens. But field has already taken a fair amount of water. Warning track getting pretty flooded here. But we'll take a look at the scoreboard here around the American Association, give you a little update on what everyone else is doing. Final in Texas, the Airhogs won 9-6 in Amarillo against the Joplin Blasters. Gary won 6-5 today against Lincoln. Both those teams playing 11 o'clock day games this afternoon. In fact, Texas and Joplin won extra innings. They played 7 tonight. Winnipeg's leading right now, 7-2 over Fargo in the top of the 5th inning. So not good news for the Lemurs there, as the Gold Eyes in the lead by 5 over the Redhawks. Top of the 4th, though, in St. Paul, the Saints, well, they're in the lead 4-2 over the Wichita Wingnuts, so that is good news for the Lemurs. And in the top of the 5th in Sioux Falls, the Canaries, they are leading 6-3 over the Sioux City Explorers. So Sioux City right now in a battle with Lincoln as well as with Gary. Lincoln and Gary playing each other tonight, or this morning actually, for that top spot in the Central. And, well, Lincoln won today. Lincoln lost today. Gary won today. Gary was trailing Lincoln by 2.5 games. So now Gary now just 1.5 games behind Lincoln. And Sioux City is trailing by a game, but they are currently losing. So they could still sit there with 1 game behind Lincoln if they do end up losing tonight. They're down 6-3. Still not over yet, though, as they face the Sioux Falls Canaries. So still raining. Have some members of the grounds crew hanging out on the field, inspecting it as the rain continues to pour here in Kansas City. We'll keep you updated throughout, but still raining, and doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. So Lemurs leading 3-0 over the T-Bones. We are in the we just finished the top of the 3rd. They in fact did give Reynolds the single there in that 3rd inning, so he did get a hit. But Lemurs leading by a score of 3-0 over the T-Bones. And if we resume play tonight, it'll be the bottom of the 3rd. And if not, we'll finish it up tomorrow and play a doubleheader. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce,
Creamy steak sauce.
my personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
All right, Lemurs fans, it's official. Game has been suspended until tomorrow. We will play at 5 o'clock. We'll finish this game. We'll play 9 innings for this one, and we'll play 7 innings for the second game. So doubleheader tomorrow, and we'll have a doubleheader on Friday. So get excited. 4 games of baseball in the next 2 days. So Lemurs, T-Bones tomorrow for 2 games, 1 at 5 and 1 at 7. So, well, 1 at 5 and 1 following that game, so whenever that first game ends. So Lemurs tonight, well, they lead 3-0 as we head out in the bottom of the second bottom of the third, sorry, 3-0. Lemurs scored 2 runs in the second and 1 run in the third, in large part due to a bunch of errors by the T-Bums, allowing the Lemurs, in fact, 3 errors allowed all 3 runs to score. And so Lemurs capitalized, and they lead. So we'll see who comes out to pitch tomorrow. Don't know who it will be. It won't be the same guys who threw today, that's for sure, the starters here in today's game. So we'll have different pitchers tomorrow when we resume in the bottom of the third. Lemurs lead 3-0. Sorry for no baseball tonight, or no more baseball tonight, but field's pretty soggy, and it's still going to rain probably the rest of the evening here. So we're going to get out of here and maybe check out some of the other games going on around the rest of the league, see if any of those scores have changed since I last gave them to you. Fargo inching back into it. They're now down 7-3. Still 6-3 Sioux Falls over Sioux City, and St. Paul leading 6-2 over Wichita. Your finals, like I said earlier, 6-5 final. Gary taking down Lincoln, and Texas beating Joplin 9-6. So tomorrow, 5 o'clock, first pitch, 2 games. I'm James Nasser for the rest of the Lemurs. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.